G'day, ZiggyD here, and today I just wanted to give you guys a quick update to my review and first impressions video on Marvel Heroes. Because in that initial video I voiced a few concerns with the game that have since been fixed or improved significantly, and jumping back into it, and as you can see I've been playing a bit of Spider-Man in my rad neon costume here. I've discovered that, the game seems to be improving at a pretty good pace. So I thought I'd give you just a bit of an overview of those improvements. So one of the major things I voiced a concern with was the movement system. Now if I open up the options menu here and basically set it back to what it was in last time I played the beta, basically when I click and drag and move my character around like this, when I release the mouse, my character would instantly stop. Now in most action RPGs your character would continue travelling until you reach the mouse. They tried to go for a different movement system and some people enjoyed it, but I think a lot of action RPG veterans found it very, very jarring and made combat very awkward, because the way you'd often kite and move around in combat, you'd suddenly be stopping without thinking you were going to stop. So, as you probably guessed by now, they added in an option to toggle that back to the default action RPG setup. So basically now when I release the mouse, little circle goes and my character continues travelling, so everything feels good. So it might seem like a minor thing, but actually playing the game made it very unenjoyable just to move around, and you're doing a lot of the things you're doing in action RPGs is moving and fighting, and if they aren't enjoyable because of a little thing like that, then it can really ruin the game experience for you. So that was a big improvement. Now the next thing was the skill system, which I open up here. Basically in the last skill system I said that it felt like there was a lot of redundancies, a lot of skills overlapped, and any points spent in earlier skills were pretty much just wasted because there'd be a better skill next up. Like they did exactly the same thing, only better. However, they've since added in synergies. Like synergies apparently were always there, but since they weren't listed on the skills, there was no way really for a player just jumping into the game to know that. But now they've listed in the synergies and rearranged the skill tree and made it a little bit more obvious looking. So for example, now if I take a lot of points in Spider Strike, the main attack, and then take Sticky Strike, you see that synergy includes 3% damage per point in Spider Strike. So the Diablo 2 expansion pack style of a synergy there, where prior skills and sort of related skills will synergize into each other. So for example, Spider Strike into Sticky Strike, and also Amazing Uppercut across here into Agile Strike also have synergies, and so on and so on. There's a lot of different skills that have that now, and they're all listed, so it's much more obvious. And also just the arrangement seems to have improved as well. I'm pretty sure that's changed around. I haven't jumped back on Iron Man, so I can't quite tell, but as I said in that initial review, I really didn't enjoy the gameplay Iron Man had, and I've since learned that that is probably more likely due to the balancing of that particular hero, and that a lot of people do have issues with him and feeling like he's pretty lackluster. Spider-Man, on the other hand, I've been having actually quite a bit of fun with, because he's an agile character, moves around well in combat, and some of his abilities do pretty good, AoE damage and pretty good damage in general, and they don't have that lackluster feeling that Iron Man's range attacks had. So pretty good stuff overall. This game, I believe, is coming out like a full release, and I don't even believe it's going to be called a beta, within the week, I believe, as well. So I might be able to put a link or something to that in the description below for you guys to check out. But coming out pretty good, and it's starting to get good potential. I've also been hearing little musings about certain bits of endgame added, and lots of other little improvements, and overall it just seems like Gazillion is doing a good job of making sure that this game is going to have a smooth and interesting launch, and should be at least pretty fun for someone who wants to jump in, especially for a free-to-play game. So anyway, just this little update. Hopefully you guys find that interesting, and maybe want to jump in and check out Marvel Heroes. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.